I said I wasn't gonna do anything today. It's raining. I can't resist. I got to do something. It's driving me crazy sitting in the house doing nothing. But I took advantage of the rain. I could wet sand this Mercedes. Little imperfections that I had into the little raised little bubbles and stuff like that by wet sanding it since it's raining. Well, it's drizzling now. But I was just messing with it. Man, I got that paint so smooth that it's blended in with the rest of the car. Cause I painted this hood, I painted the trunk, painted the bumper, and the front bumper reinforcement. But man, I can't stop now. I done started. I done got the stuff so smooth now. So I got this 5,000 grit sanding cloth, and you know, just messing around while it's super wet, and that's the results that I'm getting. Man, everything is smooth like the factory paint almost. That's why I put, hold on, I'm getting a call. That's why I put so many coats of paint on it, but it's single stage paint. So being as though I put so many coats on it, I can't mess up, especially with this fine cloth, this 5,000 grit. But after I buff it out, it's gonna be smooth just like this. So I could feel like right in the middle, it's kind of grainy. I don't like that. So I want everything to be like this part. So that's what I'm doing. I'm wet sanding this car, and I'm gonna get this car looking back right. Got to blend it in right, because I don't want the hood and the trunk to be shinier than the rest of the car. So I'm just trying to make sure I and make it not so obvious that this car was in a major collision. You know what I'm saying? So right now, as you can see, I got the hood and this fender and the rest of the body of this car almost looking the same. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can look on this side, the hood is super duper shiny. So what I'm gonna have to do is get everything looking the same, then buff the whole car out so everything will match. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show you the trunk real quick. So I painted the trunk, and as you can see, I don't know, man, my camera ain't the greatest, but these little raised little paint spots, I don't have the greatest paint gun, but like I say, I don't want the trunk and the hood to be different from how smooth this is. See, I can feel this when I ride my finger across it. This is just smooth like glass. So that's how I gotta get the whole car. So I don't want to mess the paint job up. So that's why I use 5,000 grit sanding cloth. And just it's a long and tedious process, but it's well worth it. That's why these paint jobs cost so much money. That's beautiful. So it's actually blending in perfectly. I mean, I couldn't have done this with regular paint that I would have to use a clear coat on. It would have been impossible. I would have never got this job right. So single stage paint already has the gloss in it, so I could work that better, because you know I'm just learning. So single stage, that's my thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And this stuff is hot, so hard, I could scratch this with a key and you won't see no metal. You just see paint under the paint. Cause I told you I probably sprayed it probably about 4 times. I got about 4 coats on here. Thin coats, but it's about 4 coats on here. And that stuff, if a rock hit this, it's not gonna chip the paint. Oh yeah. Painted the middle part of the bumper from the corners to the other corner, all up in there. So got to do some little wet sanding up in there. I didn't want to mess with the sides because I want to do as less painting as possible without having to paint the whole car over. I just want everything to match. So from the sides, this is the factory paint, that's the factory paint. But I painted this whole area, which is not going to be that noticeable, being as though that trunk don't even go to that car. That trunk came off of S430. I had to make that trunk fit. I had to change all the lock mechanisms in that trunk. This is the trunk that was on that car right there. See the S500? This trunk was on that car. So, you might ask me, did that wing come on there? I fabricated that wing. I fiberglassed that wing. That wing used to be a rubber universal wing. I fiberglassed it and made it fit this trunk because this junkyard trunk was so beat up top. I didn't want to just keep putting Bondo on this car. So I just fabricated a trunk lip spoiler. It came out pretty cool to me. And the customer liked it. So we cool. But like I said, I made this trunk fit this car. Even though it's the same body style of car, the car originally had the soft close feature. This one just has the push button lock. So on this trunk, I gotta turn the key, push the button. You see? But the other trunk over there had a handle. So I had to change this whole bracket and all of the mechanisms in the wiring harness. Well, I kept the wiring harness. So, sound like a whole lot, but I get bored. I do amazing things with these cars. But yeah, I'm gone. Nah, I'm not gone yet. Also, got a little gap right here. I don't like it, but you got to take into consideration this whole trunk was smashed in. This whole trunk latch, nothing could latch up. So I got it out somehow, some way, got it to lock and latch. So I think we're gonna have to deal with that little gap. But I used this 10-ton body tool to straighten out that trunk. So I mean, like I said, I think it's presentable. It's not that noticeable. Anyway, I'm going for real this time.